the song with your heart. Play the song with your heart.
And one time. What is good, YouTube? This your boy Aaron.
Brian.
And this the
I came on with the radio voice. I'm like, what is going on?
and this is the Courtside View Podcast. And today, got a lot of interesting stuff. You know, some sports analysts say this is the best time of the year. Matter of fact, it's the most electrifying stuff in sports, entertainment, television, and I'm talking about March Madness. How do you feel about March Madness? Especially that first day, yesterday. It's a lot of great stuff. And happening right now. There's more games happening right now. Just reaction to day one of March Madness.
Well, good grief. Where do I begin? So, we had the Maryland game. They played West Virginia,
Yes, correct.
That was a nail biter. They almost choked it Maryland almost choked it at the end, but they pulled through. But Virginia against Furman.
Oh, God.
I have never in my 22 years of life seen no foolishness like Clark. Is it Key Clark?
I don't know.
Whatever bro
his name is.
Khei Clark. Whatever your name is. Sorry, I ain't get you. That was some of the silliest stuff I've ever seen in my life. He had a man wide open on the baseline right there
Yes.
when the defender was closing in, and he just says,
F it. Somebody open.
"It like that was you watching that in real time was crazy because I was like logging the games like when stuff happens and I was like, what the?
Yeah, I saw it.
I was like, there's no way.
Yeah, you know.
I was oh VA got this they got this in the bag, but I was like, oh Lord.
Yeah,
And you know what's funny?
yeah.
Before, I think it might have been two possessions or the possession before that, Clark missed a free throw.
Yeah, it was.
So they would have been up 3 even if they did hit that shot. I mean, it would have been a tie game and went in the OT, but nope. I said, dang. I said they should have jumped him in the locker room because that is unforgivable. And you know what's even worse?
What?
He's a 5-year player.
I know. That's crazy, right? Hey, at least he was there when they won, though. I think he did.
That was his first year.
Yeah,
First or second year.
I was watching NBA radio, and I think he was the guy that assisted the ball to the one person that hit that shot to force overtime to Purdue. So yeah, he made some big plays for Virginia. It's just that one. It's unfortunate it has to be his last play ever.
Exactly.
So yeah, that was entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. March Madness is good background music. Not music. Good background noise. Right.
The evening games were a little less.
I'm not gonna lie. That Maryland West Virginia game was some of the worst basketball I've ever seen for a close game. Like, oh my God, you talk about just terrible execution down the stretch. Maryland's best player, Jameer Young. Oh my God, I was like, dude, did you forget how to play basketball? And this is one of the things that I don't believe Maryland at all is because, number one, is that they have one ball handler. Everybody else can't create their shot at all. Nobody can score much. The shooting is meh. The defense is all right. Jameer Young, you're relying on him to set up guys. I mean, he can do it sometimes, but he's not the most consistent. So, Maryland, and then whenever they go up against a team that's, like, really athletic, that can play defense like a Tennessee, they were shook. They couldn't move the ball. They couldn't score at all. So, Maryland, they playing Alabama next. I'm expecting 20-point blowout by Alabama. If there's no blowout by Alabama, I will be shocked. I will be absolutely shocked because Maryland, they cannot score besides Jameer Young. And everybody else, they cannot put the ball on the floor. It's just atrocious. That's one of the things when it comes to March Madness, because I didn't fill out a bracket shit. I ain't hold you. When it comes to March Madness, what I look to in terms of like favorites, right? Okay, do you have guards that can score off the dribble, right? Do you have players that can create their own offense? And if you don't really have that, chances are, unless you have like a really elite defense, Like it was that one year with Davion Mitchell. I forgot what was it. Was it?
I forgot
Oregon?
what team
Was
he
it
played.
Oregon? No, I don't think it was Oregon. It was some team. I forgot.
Was it Oregon?
It may have been Oregon. I don't know.
Was that the team with Dylan Brooks on it?
No. David, no, that was way before. No, whatever team Davion Mitchell was on, that team, they had like elite defense, super athletic. If you don't have a squad like that, then you better have guys that can put the ball on the floor. You better have ball handlers that can set up guys as well and that can shoot, because you're going to lose most of the time, like what we saw with Virginia, where Virginia, it seems like every year they have a hard time scoring. Like they're well coached, but when it comes to the offensive end, they are so archaic. Like, it's just boring basketball. And that's one of the things about March Madness, is that it's entertaining as hell, but it's not good. It's like fast food. It's like, it's not good. It's not good for you.
Mitchell went to Baylor.
Baylor. Okay, so yeah, it's Baylor, and they won the championship against Gonzaga. It's not good for you, but damn it, it fuels our hunger. It fuels our desire. So that's what March Madness really is.
March Madness is good because the players aren't.
Yes, that also. Well, yeah, it's entertaining. It's entertaining for all the wrong reasons. And imagine if you were drunk watching March Madness. Oh, man, you'd be all over the place. You'd be like, oh, my God, this is the best thing ever. So, yeah, man, have a beer or two and just drink and watch March Madness. You're going to enjoy it a lot. But as a pure basketball fan, as a fan of basketball in general that watches the NBA most of the time, I'm telling you, it's not the most entertaining thing that I will want to watch. But hey, a lot of things have. Arizona, that game went down to the wire. They got upset by Princeton.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! What there was, I see. I think it was Jay Billis who picked Arizona to win the championship. So, that's just bad. And I see other sports basketball analysts, they picked Arizona to go to the Final Four. So that was a big upset. This is why I don't do brackets anymore, because it's like betting. It's like gambling, pretty much. Where
it's like hitting. It's more equivalent to hitting the lottery.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah, it's like you do your research, but at the end of the day, it's still luck based. It doesn't matter if you do your research, because something like Arizona getting upset, you're 2 and you get upset by 15. Like, you cannot predict that at all. And so I'm just like, you know what, it is what it is. But,
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, March Madness, I can't wait. More games today. There was a video, I forgot what team it was, but they were talking trash about Purdue, a 16 seed.
It was
I don't even know the name of the college, but
yeah, I seen it though.
But yeah, it was like, what? They talking trash to a 16 seed? They a 16 seed and they talking trash to a number 1 seed. I get Purdue.
I don't think Purdue is like that.
They're not. They're not. Maryland beating them, for crying out loud. I've seen them lose before, but damn, you're a 16 seed saying that?
I don't think Purdue got enough bucket getters.
No, they don't. They don't. But
Ball don't stop would be very upset with that Purdue team.
I don't know, man. It's just college basketball is one of those sports where we don't really care about the journey that much.
No.
You know, it's all about, all right, let's get to March Madness.
Yeah.
Because
the dance is all about the dance.
It's all about the dance at the end of the day. Like, I don't care about them ACC tournaments. I don't care about SEC tournaments. Let's get to the dance. I want to see madness. I want to see chaos. And that's about it, because those regular games on a Friday night, I'd rather watch NBA. I'd rather watch pro players play than college basketball, especially you have League Pass like I do. So, yeah, man, all these college basketball purists, all these college basketball analysts out here, all these old people that say I'd rather watch college basketball than pro basketball, there's something wrong with you. I don't. Maybe you drink like 3 beers and then you watch
their favorite line is they play harder than the pros. Yeah, right.
You know, that's so funny, because you hear, I'll give you an example. Russell Westbrook, they say he's he plays the hardest out of everybody, but he turns the ball over 8 times. He doesn't play defense. He misses his assignment. So how good is it that you play hard? You still look terrible doing it, and that's the equivalent of college basketball.
Russell hasn't been looking terrible lately.
That's because they changed his freaking role. He's freaking Dennis Rodman on the court with the rebounds, And then also they stagger his minutes. Like, they don't have him playing in the closing lineups as much anymore, and they don't have him dribbling the ball as much. They don't put too much on his shoulders, and they allow Paul George and Kawhi Leonard to operate the offense instead of him. So he doesn't have to do as much. So
sounds like a positive.
I mean,
they on a 4-game win streak.
Yeah, they are, but the teams
that other LA team done lost 2 of their last 4.
The 2 wait, hold on. Wait a minute. First of all, we didn't have Anthony Davis against the Rockets. That's number one.
They the worst team in the league.
They are the worst team in the league, but when you don't have your 2 stars, your team is going to suffer tremendously.
I thought D'Lo was like that.
He is, but when he has Anthony Davis on the court, when he doesn't have Anthony Davis on the court, then he resorts back down to he's okay. He's okay.
Blame your medical staff for trying to load manage in must-win games.
I know. I'm just sick, but I don't want, that's a different session for another day. But yeah, March Madness, entertaining as hell. I'm going to be watching it all week. For the next 2 weeks, it's going to be the talk of the town, talk of pretty much everywhere and stuff. So I can't wait for that. Duke, they really, man, Duke looks really good.
I can't stand Duke. Can they go away?
Man, stop crying.
I'm sick and tired of Duke. Even though they got rid of Coach K,
Coach K not even there, man.
Duke is like, they're like the Lakers. Like, they, no matter what, they just keep coming back. And it's
what Duke fans do you know? You don't know no Duke fans like that?
Duke is like the most popular college team. Everybody knows Duke. Nobody wants to see Duke win.
Oh, my God. You act like the fans are annoying or something. What fans? The Duke fans not like the Cowboy fans that just be barking, saying, we're going to win it all every year. Like, you don't see Duke fans really doing that?
Anywho,
you just hating it just because it's popular.
Yeah, actually.
Man, you just hate all the popular teams unless it's the Cowboys, which is kind of strange. It really is. How you hate all the popular teams, but you're a fan of the Cowboys?
I don't like Duke or Gonzaga.
That's crazy. Gonzaga, what's wrong with Gonzaga?
No, can we get some people that's like new keep winning?
What? Why? What?
Well, that's your Kansas one, but Kansas one of them popular teams too. But I don't hate Kansas.
Why?
I don't think they that good, but I think that what's their point guard?
I don't know. You tell me.
Point guard. I was watching the Howard game. I was like, this guy isn't that good. Like he kept this man played like he was playing like Russell Westbrook out there, and not the good Russ. He's playing like he was wild, turning the ball over. I'm like, are we sure this team is built to go all the way?
That's college basketball for you. There's no juggernaut this year. It hasn't been a whole lot of juggernauts in the past few years, and so college basketball for me.
I don't know who the heck is going to win.
In terms of entertainment value, I mean, last year wasn't too bad because Duke, they had Paolo, they had a few NBA guys, so they brought back some of that sort of feel to it. But overall, they didn't win in the end because Carolina and Caleb Love, they had to steal one. They had to steal the opportunity seeing Paolo in the championship game, but it is what it is because Caleb Love had that masterclass, that shooting performance, you feel me? He looking like Dylan Brooks out there shooting shots. But anywho,
I put my life in these sentences. Fucking right, it's either that or life sentences. I'm relatives with Benjamin. I used to give a fuck about my luck when I was innocent. Now what the fuck is up? I'm at your neck like